I therefore, the prisoner of the Lord, entreat you to walk in a manner worthy of the calling with which you have been called, with all humility and gentleness, with patience, showing forbearance to one another in love, being diligent to preserve the unity of the Spirit in the bond of peace. There is one body and one Spirit, just as also you were called in one hope of your calling. One Lord, one faith, one baptism, one God and Father of all, who is over all and through all and in all. But to each one of us grace was given according to the measure of Christ's gift. Therefore it says, when he ascended on high, he led captive a host of captives, and he gave gifts to men. Now, this expression, he ascended, what does it mean except that he also had descended into the lower parts of the earth? He who descended is himself also he who ascended far above all the heavens, that he might fill all things. Let me say that again. He who descended is himself also he who ascended far above all the heavens, that he might fill all things. And he gave some as apostles, and some as prophets, and some as evangelists, and some as pastors, and some as teachers, for the equipping of the saints for the work of service, to the building up of the body of Christ, until we all attain to the unity of the faith and of the knowledge of the Son of God, to a mature man, to the measure of the stature which belongs to the fullness of Christ. Ephesians 4, 1 through 13. Unity. Nobody is a whole chain. Each one of us is a link. But take away one link and the chain is broken. Nobody is a whole team. Each one is a player. But take away one player and the game is forfeited. Nobody is a whole orchestra. Each one is a musician. But take away one musician and the symphony is incomplete. You guessed it. We need each other. You need someone and someone needs you. Isolated islands, we're not. To make the thing called life work, we gotta lean and support and relate and respond and give and take and confess and forgive and reach out and embrace and release and rely, especially in God's family, where working together is plan A for survival. And since we're so different, thanks to the Holy God and thanks to the way God built us, love and acceptance are not optional luxuries. Neither is tolerance or understanding or patience. You know, all those things you need from others when your humanity crowds out your divinity. In other words, be devoted to one another in brotherly love, Romans 12:10. Why? Because each one of us is worth it, even when we don't act like it or feel like it or deserve it. Unity